going back to
cancel
this.
the Constitution. He's done.
It's not even
fucking
pathetic.
moron.
It's just really, it's just like a.
Don't count him out.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Good morning and welcome to episode 1096 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, December 5th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Pat has the four horsemen of the apocalypse in the coffee: Spirit Airlines, Donald Trump, Harvey Weinstein, and Drake.
You're going to love it. It's a thick, weirdly shaped, fleshy coffee.
I bet.
Mm-hmm. It's a zany coffee, honestly. There's crazy stuff going on. It's Monday. I think you're going to love it.
That's
Bang, boom.
four
zany.
entities that like to mix it up right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also kind of creepy, honestly. And Wes has some more real creepers on deck for you.
Yeah. Some real creepers, death, murder, bodies. It's fucked up.
It's bad. It's bad. I saw your links before the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's all creepy in there.
Creep me out, Daddy.
Oh yeah, he will. He will. He's got all the latest. Yeah, you've got all the latest creepy news. Like every story that I saw that was the creepiest, it was in there.
I was in a creepy mood when I was picking stories. The lady at the bank, I looked at her weird, and she gave me like, "You're a creep" look, and I've been in that mood ever since.
Do you feel like you
Set
were
your
a creep?
day on a whole path. Yeah.
I was a creep. Absolutely. Yeah, completely. Well, she was hot. What am I supposed to do?
Oh.
Not be a creep?
Oh, I thought you inadvertently gave her a creepy look and it was a misunderstanding, but no, you actually.
No, I'm kidding. The banks aren't open today.
It's true.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I should have known that. Got me.
But Wes was probably in line at a Costco.
Yeah. I creeped someone out, I'm sure.
Definitely staring at somebody. And I've got a collection of morons and heroes in the recent headlines to close things out today. And since it's 2022, it's like a dozen morons and one non-human hero. But it's the best I got to start the week this
I
week.
love it, man. We're coming to the year's end. I'd like to cram in as many morons as possible.
Yeah, well, this show it's like almost all morons till the one hero at the end who's actually also still a moron, but a lovable moron. You'll see how it works. Don't forget, everybody, subscriptions are live now on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So what that means is that you can sign up right now on any of those for a bonus subscription to get bonus podcasts, Florida Man Friday, maybe the Hive Hour, depending on where you're subscribing, and you can get the Golden Macho Man emote as part of your subscription, depending on the platform. I know that producer Eric, he has much more coming on the Golden Macho Man emote, but it's probably worth the price of subscription alone on any of those platforms.
You're going to want it. So sign up and then forget you subscribed.
You know, I was thinking it kind of takes a lot of times to be a moron to be a hero in many instances. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. That's exactly what we're talking about at the end of today's episode.
Perfect.
Wes.
You know who the last hero was?
John McClane. Great example of that.
Oh man.
Anyone that runs into a burning building to save anyone?
No, it was the two service people that were in that gay club that got shut up. Those are the last American heroes that we had. Those guys were true.
Oh,
fucking heroes.
Yeah. I wish we should.
I couldn't
we
think
should
of a hero
focus.
that we had like that in such a long time.
Oh, we have so many heroes that you don't hear about every day. But
I didn't mean firefighters, by the way. I meant like a guy walking down the street and sees a burning building.
Runs.
Reddit Samaritan, a good Samaritan.
A good
Has
Samaritan.
no fire experience or fire retardant clothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
That's what I meant.
sprints into the fire.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what's sad? I thought that like Bruce Willis was kind of off limits for like the tabloids, you know, because of his aphasia.
No, definitely not. They're talking about Bruce's situation.
There was an article the other day like Bruce Willis grabs a drink with some friends wearing New Balance sneakers, some dungarees, and a like essentially an old man outfit for a guy that doesn't know what's going on, and just it was this face every photo.
They're like, can you believe he still can do it? He can get out there and suck down a cocktail.
No, he doesn't know what's going on. It wasn't a cocktail, it was juice. That's
Can
how
you
fucked up he is.
believe it? I mean,
Leave
like,
Bruce alone, man.
the paparazzi game is relentless. You got to do anything. Like they will anything that is news at all, they will cover.
Yeah, that's true. Well, speaking of, let's do the news. Let's get right into it.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
You want to know what I love? It's a good old-fashioned Spirit Airlines meltdown.
The best.
Yeah.
I'm flying Spirit to Tampa next month. I'm excited.
Of course you are. Of course you are. It's the only airline that goes there, man.
Yeah, one of the few from Reno. Yeah, really.
You excited? Did you get the big seat?
No, the planes I'm on are so old they don't even offer that. But I did reserve myself an exit row. Fun fact: really cheap to sit on the exit row on Spirit.
But a lot of responsibility, Will. But I know you got it because you're a hero.
Also, a lot of leg room.
That's true. But then you can't recline. Let's take it on. It's give and take. Let's take it on down to the Big Easy, to the one and only airport in America that cannot be accessed by any ride share outside of a red top taxi. And I'm, of course, talking about Louis Armstrong International Airport. Try to get to that motherfucker in an Uber. Good luck. It's not happening. And this little Spirit meltdown, guys, takes place in the not too distant past, Thanksgiving Day, in fact. So let me paint the picture for you. We have 25-year-old Shannon Epstein, and she's boarding her 6 a.m. flight to New Jersey from New Orleans when she noticed that she didn't quite like the look of a certain family who boarded the aircraft near her. She didn't like the look of them,
Yeah,
been there. What I mean?
Yeah.
Been there, yeah.
Jersey to New Orleans. Gonna go out on a limb and say that New Jersey's probably similar to New Orleans, where they have a lot of explosive personalities that live there.
In a different way, Will. You're correct, but in a different way, in a way that's unexplainable. But so this woman, I guess, I don't know. She didn't like the look of this family that got on board, and apparently that's because to her, very well trained eye, they were exhibiting the classic signs of being Latino. So that's when Shannon went ahead and said what everyone else was thinking on the Greyhound bus of the sky, that is Spirit. And that's when she asked the Latino family if they were, quote, smuggling cocaine. And
Surprised they made the flight.
no, I know. It wasn't in that kind of fun way.
Was it delayed?
Yeah, was that flight really
6 a.m. 6 a.m. flight. She wasn't like trying to like catch them off guard to see if they might share their cocaine. You know what I mean? Like, which is a tactic.
She's just being ultra racist. Yeah.
She was just being very exactly.
Yeah. She watches to catch it. This is someone who watches To Catch a Smuggler way too often. They think they can see the signs. Have you ever watched that show, To Catch a Smuggler? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the best.
Oh, man.
These people, the airport personnel, they're trained to spot, warning signs of people who might be smuggling anything across, the U.S. And so she's probably watched a little bit too much of this.
Like, I've seen them all, and they've all been Hispanic. So let me see your bag.
There.
Quiet Hispanic. Yep.
Yeah, she's deputized herself as a federal air marshal with a specialty in drugs. I don't like To Catch a Smuggler because like To Catch a Smuggler, you can right when you start watching that show, you can immediately tell that there's something different about it, and what's different about it is that it's real. And I don't like a reality show with that much stakes, like where someone's actually going to do like 2 to 7 years. I did learn though, never cut cocaine with your passport. I did learn that in To Catch a Smuggler. Yeah, don't do that.
That's probably a wise advice.
Not advice we need to take anymore, Will, right? Because the three of us are dads.
Fentanyl.
We're old.
Plus dad
anyway,
days, yeah.
Let's get to the details of what happened. And they're a bit hazy, but I'm assuming the family did not share their cocaine because according to all accounts, Shannon was asked by the airline personnel to exit the aircraft because she became, quote, increasingly irate. And the plane, which had started to taxi, but like a parent with a fresh-mouthed kid on the way to a sleepover, the pilot whipped that sucker around and put it right back there in park at the jetway and said, we're not going nowhere. Get off the plane, Shannon. Yeah, that's when deputies arrived, guys. And Epstein, of course, refused to exit the jet bridge into the terminal. And when they tried to arrest her, quote, she became extremely combative. And according to the report here from NOLA.com, 6 deputies were hurt. 6 were injured in the scuffle. She bit one on the arm.
She a big girl?
I don't know. Couldn't find a pic.
Pretty impressive to injure 6 deputies.
6 deputies injured. She broke the skin on one of their arms that with the bite that she laid down.
She's biting them.
People are biting a lot more recently. You notice that? Seems like there's like a lot of more people are biting.
People are, when your back's against the wall, you'll bite, you'll spit, you'll claw, you'll bite. Yeah. People are just getting more
We just did that
gritty.
airline thing where the woman was bit someone. Remember?
Yeah.
Think about what it would take to really chomp into a human arm enough to like break skin. Think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, you give no fucks. She kicked another one of the deputies.
Human skin, to be fair, like check this out. You see this thing right here? This scratch right here?
That's human skin.
That's a human skin scratch. And it looks, human skin scratches. This was a dog just barely like touching me. Human skin. For animals, we have very soft, supple, bitch ass skin.
We do.
Like other animals have much better skin than us. Our skin is so fucking weak. It's pathetic, honestly.
Yeah. They have hides. We have just nothing.
We got nothing.
We have chairs.
We're just sacks of blood
and toilets and Whataburgers. So and they get served at Whataburgers. So anyway,
that's
guys,
pretty. I'd like a hide too.
I'd like a hide. I wouldn't mind a hide. She kicked one of them in the groin. The deputies had to be treated by paramedics, which is fucking nuts. So it was like a scene. This lady was just a tornado. A hurricane. She was a hurricane of just racism and raunchiness and disobedience. And I guess somewhere along the line, she started threatening the deputies. And she was saying something along the lines of that she could have them fired. She was yelling at them, cursing at them. They handcuffed her. And she was saying that she had family that was really powerful.
Oh, yeah.
And they were going to regret what they were doing. Now, Chris Christie.
Give me your badge number.
Chris
Give me your
Christie,
badge number.
Who is her uncle, has not responded for comment at all. He did do both CNN and Fox News yesterday. So I guess and he didn't talk about it, but the story's breaking.
Did they ask him?
No, they didn't ask him because they're pussies.
It's off the table. Don't ask me about my cousin.
This is a married-in niece. Probably.
You think so?
Yeah, probably.
This is his niece. This chick.
Well, it's niece. Is that what you said?
Yes, it's niece.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I think he married in. It's not a blood niece.
Yeah, it could be. Well, you're giving a lot of credit there to the Christies, but yeah, it could be. I don't know.
I don't know, Wes. It's just anybody.
No, the Christies wouldn't do this. This isn't blood Christies.
Yeah, this is like
I just think that's why he doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, right. You're saying because it's not. He doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, how close is your niece? Is it his goddaughter? You don't need to comment on it. They had to put her in a wheelchair to get her out of there, and she was charged with 6 counts of battery.
I mean, I think you have to comment on it if you're Chris Christie. You have to be like, that was stupid.
Yeah.
That's my comment.
You could wrap it up pretty easily by saying something like New Orleans, first time in New Orleans, am I right? We've all been there.
Well, his niece is an idiot.
Yeah,
he can say that out loud.
Let's move on. Chris Christie's niece is an idiot. Guys, here's easily one of my favorite headlines in the history of news from Variety magazine over the weekend. And it is, quote, Harvey Weinstein's abnormal testicles are key focus of the final arguments in trial. For a guy who was a media master manipulator and cared quite a bit about what the press was writing about him, so much so that he hired foreign spy agencies to intimidate journalists who were on his trail. You got to know he hates seeing that, right? Zinger in the trades. Your weird balls are the subject of the closing arguments of this trial.
His package is now more famous than he is for being.
We're going to hear a lot about it
and unsightly. Yeah.
It's hilarious how many like sexual assaulters there are. So you got Trump, you got Seagal, you got Weinstein. They all have what's described as like weird packages, strange dongs that are very. That's it, like Prince Andrew. He sweat a lot. Like these guys need to, if they're going to sexually assault someone, they need to take a look at themselves and be like, do I have anything that's just out of the ordinary that is going to be used against me? It's
going to come out
in a court of law.
To be fair,
Michael
to them,
Jackson, he kept his dick black.
Right?
Yeah.
To be fair to them too, they grew up in an era where they thought there was no way possible they were ever going to get in trouble for any of this stuff.
True.
You guys are missing the point.
Maybe they didn't think they had weird
this was all allowed. I mean,
the weird dongs are what's causing the sexual assault. Don't you see? Don't you see?
Yeah, well, it's like
I think it's the power
with his micro penis. Yeah,
it's that they're looking down at their dongies and they're like, I don't know, and then they get mad and then they force their dongs. This is fucked. I didn't want to get into this.
I think that's how they rose to power, Pat. The weird dong helped them. Like
the chip on your shoulder.
The chip on the shoulder raised the power, and then the power is what enabled them to sexually assault. It goes hand in hand.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like there have been times before where like I've been tired or working on a big project or like facing a big obstacle at work, and like being made fun of as a kid drove me a little bit. But not to rape, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not to rape with my weird dick.
Well, you don't have. I mean, Harvey Weinstein. What's the description of the balls?
We're going to get into it.
We've already heard that the penis looks like it was attempted to be chopped off, but it didn't work. So
greater details on the penis here on today's Hard Factor.
Oh wow!
Get your notebooks out. Get your Harvey Weinstein penis and genitalia notebook trackers out. Wes, I didn't hear about Seagal's strange junk. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it was something about either the way he came, or it's something very
he did a high
specific to the way that he sexually engages with women, and I believe it had something to do with his penis.
I think you sold yourself out here because this is not public knowledge, but you happen to know it anyway. If you're a fan of the show, you know what that means.
No. Hang on, I'll look it up while you.
Yeah, you're gonna be looking in your own personal emails, guys. Here's more from the Variety article that really cannot be beat, and I quote: "During the trial, prosecutors revealed to the jury that Weinstein underwent surgery in 1999 for Fournier's gangrene, which required doctors to remove some of his scrotum." Quote, that surgery caused pretty noticeable scarring because the infection, his testicles, were actually taken from his scrotum and put into his inner thighs. You guys copy that?
What?
Yes.
That's so crazy.
I don't want to copy it, but I copy it.
They took him out, and then that one time I fought a bull. One of the bullfighters was like, "Hey, check this out," and he had this injury because he'd been gored by a bull, and it looked like he had his scrotum in his thighs, but it really
probably did.
Just,
now
it wasn't actually. But
really?
Weinstein. It was really disturbing. Guys, the lead prosecutor, Deputy District Attorney Paul Thomas, told the jury at the beginning of the trial that numerous women accusing Weinstein of rape and sexual assault have testified about his genitalia. And I guess in October, the jury was shown photos of Weinstein's weird stuff, and they sifted through an envelope of images in a private room in the courthouse. I don't know why the jury needed to do, I guess, whatever. Anyway, members of the public were not allowed to see the photos, but God, they wanted to. And the defense, this is what's interesting. The defense is effectively saying, with one specific accusation from a European actress known as Jane Doe #1, that the rape never happened. So what's going to be happening in the next couple of days, guys, is they're setting up a scrotum lineup, right?
Shut up.
No, I swear to God, this is what this means. So
really?
Yeah, because the defense is saying, nope, never happened. And you can't just put a picture of Weinstein's weird scrot in front of this lady because she'll just be like, yeah, that's it. It's going to be a bunch of scrotes, and then she's going to have to pick the scrot out. That's a scrot lineup.
You're serious?
What
Are
else
they all
could
going
it
to
be?
be fucked
What
up
else could it be?
stats?
Wes?
Are they all going to be?
Well, I didn't know if you're joking about a scrotum lineup.
This is why I'm covering the story, because I'm thinking about who are the other guys in the lineup.
Can I volunteer to be a?
No, you have to have a jacked up scrotum.
Not necessarily, because you want to throw one outlier in there. You want to throw a regular.
You want to have like 5 fucked up and 5 like kind of normal.
You want a range if you're the defense.
You can't have 10. That's too hard to pick out the sack. Right?
Not if it's as she describes.
Wow.
It's a lineup. I don't know what's normally in a lineup, like 5 guys, 6 guys? Yeah.
8.
Yeah. Anyway, she's gonna have to. This is okay. This is horrible. He's a fucking piece of shit rapist, but this is kind of funny. Yeah, they're gonna have to identify the balls, and because he's a piece of shit, I'm gonna read off some of the other descriptions of his weirdo genitals. Okay, from the survivors that had to endure this piece of shit, which is the worst possible scenario. So Jane Doe number 2 says, "Quote: His penis was disgusting." This is the one we did before. It looked like it had been chopped off and sewn back on. Like something wasn't right about it. You don't want someone saying that about your stuff.
You and sure
Jane Doe number 4 described Weinstein's body as having, quote, lots of bruises, markings, yellow and green, lots of stretch marks on his belly, very, very not physically fit at all. And she said that his penis appeared to be, quote, kind of fish-like, and described that, quote, something was distorted in the testicles. Lots of skin down there.
Well, they say, remember Ben Roethlisberger? They talk about his gray penis. I think that was maybe something that came out in a trial of his, right? Like his
man. See, again, Roethlisberger is a double. He's a fucking rape. He's a raper. Ben Roethlisberger's a full-on raper.
Know,
he's a double.
He's
double
got
raper.
A weird penis, and he's a raper. Just another example.
I had a buddy who had a gray dong.
They say it's gray. Looks gray.
Apparently, it was impressive.
You think having a clay-colored dick would be impressive? Maybe so.
I think God works in mysterious ways.
It looked like stone when it was hard, though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I'm rocked up.
It's like marble, baby.
Come hop on the rhino.
It's like Michelangelo carved it, but not like the old Greek. It's like that. It's like a great artist did it, but it's much bigger.
Yeah. Well, maybe Roethlisberger got down on some of those pickup lines. It's just, I think I'd heard there was something at some point, rumors or whatever, that he had a weird gray dick.
Real piece of shit that guy Roethlisberger is. If you weren't in the know, let's move on. Megastar Drake has been the
hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Seagal has Pat, read it.
Steven Seagal has strange sexual quirk. Ex-assistant lawsuit alleges. Now your ex-lady didn't file.
Oh wait, read the byline though. Read the byline. What Seagal has unique physiological reaction to sexual arousal.
Yes. So he's got something weird that he does when he gets hard, and everyone that has been assaulted by him knows it.
Do you think he shits his pants? Do you think does he like shit his pants when he comes? Like he shits himself when he comes?
I have no idea what the reaction is. I don't know if it ever came out.
It's got to be martial arts related, right? It has to be martial. It has to be a martial art, right?
I don't know.
He judo chops involuntarily.
Fucking loser, man. I overheard that loser say one time, "I don't go to bars." He was telling this to Danny Trejo, and Trejo was like, "Oh yeah, why don't you go to bars?" He's like, "Oh, not because I'm afraid. But I'm afraid of what I'll do to them." Like it's like people pick fights with him. I'm like, fuck you,
He's
man.
afraid for the patrons.
Yeah.
Such a weirdo. You literally spent your whole life studying the defense martial art. The hip throws. I'm sure there's some great Aikido guys out there, better athletes than me. Let's move on.
No, really, there aren't, Pat. I don't think so. I think
you're right. Yeah. You're right. I love those videos.
Bullshit.
I love those videos of him in Russia where the guys are just taking down. It's like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's such a fake martial
He's like one of those pastors that can make people faint.
Exactly.
Right. It's like watered down judo. Yeah, exactly. It's like going to church version of judo. What he teaches. Yeah, exactly.
It's like the Generals. It's like the Globetrotters playing the Generals. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Guys, if you weren't in the know, Megastar Drake has been the subject of ongoing litigation related to a claim of copyright infringement by a gentleman named Mikel D'Angelou Perf Waya Bella U. That's the full name. I'm probably legal now. I don't know if it's birth, but not the performer name. He performs under the name Angelou Skywalker, a little shorter, I guess more to the point. And Angelou Skywalker claims that Drake stole his song Reach for Skies and used it to make the mega hit Way Too Sexy featuring Future. And before I continue, I think I need to point something out here because this is messed up. Nowhere in any of the court filings by Angelou Skywalker or any of the press about the lawsuit does it mention the very bald English rockers, Right Said Fred, who actually wrote "I'm Too Sexy," which is sampled. Yes.
So he's trying to sue based on a sample that he made. Oh no, that's it. He can't win. No.
Okay, so Right Said Fred, "I'm too sexy for my shirt. I'm too sexy for my house. I'm too sexy." Right. So sexy, it hurts, right? Yeah. So Future and Drake did a song. They gave Right Said Fred 10% of the song. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily enough. I mean, it's okay. They gave him 10%. Whatever. I guess it's better than nothing. But this motherfucker doesn't even know that it's Right Said Fred's song originally. It's just disrespectful. Anyway.
Yeah. Moron.
What a weird video that was in the 90s. Angelou Skywalker claimed that Drake's label Universal Music Group had access.
Too sexy for my shirt.
Too sexy, right. And then you pop that shirt off.
Too sexy. Yeah, it hurts. And it was on TV all the time. This is nonstop on TV.
Do a little dance on the catwalk.
Yeah. Yuri probably loves that music video.
You know what would have been a big gag in 91 when that came out? Probably like later. 92. After it kind of jumped the shark is like getting jury duty. And be like, check this out, Judge. I'm too sexy for jury. I guarantee someone did it.
What's the famous movie that used that? There's a really big movie that used "I'm too sexy."
Oh, they still use it. They still use it.
I know.
I was on a CrossFit team called "I'm Too RXy" just a couple years ago.
You know what they did, bro? You're talking about
Encino Man?
Mighty Ducks.
Encino Man too.
Did they do it in Encino Man?
I think they do it on Tuesday.
Mighty Ducks when they go to Rodeo Drive and he pretends to be Aaron Spelling's nephew, and then is it Encino Man? Could be. I could be wrong.
I don't know. It's a bunch of them.
Anyway, this motherfucker says Universal Music Group had access to the song, so I guess they had agency to potentially rip it off. A judge determined that there weren't enough similarities between the two to warrant a victory. The ruling essentially said that the songs aren't similar enough, saying, quote, "The common short words that the plaintiff emphasizes in the suit and the defendant's songs are not protectable elements. Words like sexy, yeah, kicking, okay, action, where, be, today, hundreds, and wapow." So those are the words that he put into the suit because Drake, I guess, had used those words in
also
Way Too Sexy.
Those. Okay.
Yeah. According to the paperwork, guys, Angelou Skywalker repeatedly harassed the prosecutors with a series of emails sent to the judge, including a lewd photo, filed nearly 50 non-relevant motions, repeated misconduct, they called it, and he attached a motion which I guess called Drake out specifically and said, "This is an emotion. Tell Aubrey if he doesn't show up, then I'll become Adonis's dad one day while he's off sniffing up other stinky butt bites, thinking about the way to set the pump up."
Damn. So this guy's just obsessed with Drake.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good though. What a great motion to file. Anyway, let's get on to the top. Let's get on to the top story. He's just like making people just smile. I mean, that's just a fun break in normal legal proceedings, I think.
Oh, it's true. But he is like weirdly obsessed with Drake. Like
telling someone that you're going to be their kid's dad is that's them.
Filing it legally and spending all the time and money to do this thing that he's not going to win.
Hey, I'm going to listen to Reach for Skies later on. So
yeah, it's true. It's good press.
It's on my list now. Let's get to the top story of the day.
The cream of the crop.
The Twitter files. You guys catch up with the Twitter files this weekend?
They weren't released, right? It wasn't like
they were released.
Oh, you mean from Elon and the
not every
laptop, right? And all that?
Yeah.
Ooh, they're out. They came out.
Well, so, yeah, but there wasn't. It wasn't like everything, right? Like he just like said. I tried to look for it. Pat, what is it? Tell us.
Do you want it? Do you want me to give it to you?
Tell us what it is. Yeah.
Tell me that you want it.
I want it. I tried to look it up on Twitter and I didn't see anything really.
I thought that you'd never ask. Guys, journalist Matt Taibbi or Taibbi, Taibbi. I don't know. He's probably weird. He released a long thread on Twitter on Friday night, and he titled the thread "The Twitter Files." And essentially what it was is Elon doing what he considered to be like airing the previous Twitter administration's dirty laundry by giving access to this writer documents which demonstrated pretty much that Twitter beefed the shit out of the handling of the Hunter Biden laptop article from the New York Post. That's pretty much specifically what was based on, the genesis thereof. Member
Oppressed it, right?
Yeah, they oppressed
I
it.
mean, everybody did. Everybody did.
So
Google did, Twitter did, Instagram did, everybody did.
Here's what his argument was. His argument was this. He said, now both the Trump campaign and the Biden campaign both essentially had carte blanche email access where they could hit Twitter up and be like, yo, kill these posts.
Right.
Both administrations
Biden had a whole team.
That was what was interesting. Now, why didn't they release all of the requests and all of the things that were killed by the government? That would have been interesting to me. This other stuff is like, everybody knows this shit.
Well, it wasn't like killed by the government shit, like, ooh, spooky shit, like keep an eye out, because that's where that's where.
No, I just want to see what posts they requested to take down. I want to see like who requested it and what was it they requested to take down or tag like a misinfo thing on. I would love to see that, but that was not released.
It was illustrations of their weird dicks, and they didn't want that out there. But no, guys, specifically the Twitter files was about one thing, and it wasn't just the laptop. It was the New York Post article, okay, that if you posted anything, if you tweeted a link to it, this is the issue. If you tweeted a link to the New York Post article or any number of photos of the first son's penis, you immediately got suspended. And it wasn't just Mark and myself who got suspended from Twitter for a number of hours. People with far less to say and far more power got suspended too, like former press secretary Kayleigh McEnany, who's guided by Jesus in everything that she does. She tweeted the article of the Hunter Biden laptop, New York Post, and she lost access to Twitter. And the comms director hit up Twitter and was like, hey, what's going on? Can we figure this out? The issue was effectively that if you spread the information, which is from New York Post, bam, immediately. Now, Twitter had no idea what the fuck was going on. See, Twitter has a policy, or had a policy, and they still do, where they don't allow people to release or disseminate hacked information, right? So that's initially what part of the Twitter team was saying. Now, the other part of the Twitter team was like, wait a minute, we don't think this is hacked information. And then the Twitter team that did think it was hacked information was like, oh shit, let's bring in someone else. And then some lawmakers, both Democrats and Republicans, started hitting Twitter up and be like, what are you guys doing? You're effectively suppressing free speech. Like, we know that, certain suppression goes on social media platforms, but this
certainly
is
affected the
so
election.
Egregious. This is so egregious.
It was right before the election. It was like the week before the election, I think. So, it had a huge impact in 2020 at the time. And still today, they're going to be going through congressional hearings just to rehash all this bullshit and talk about how real it really is. So it's just like, yeah, I mean, it is censorship, but it was sponsored by the FBI. The FBI, Zuckerberg's already said that Facebook and Instagram censored it because the FBI suggested to. Obviously, Twitter did the same. Obviously, Google did the same. So they all censored it. We live in an age of big tech, big government censorship.
So, Will, you are correct, but the key difference here with the Twitter thing is that it's a direct line. So like, it's not like Twitter suspending me, Mark, Kayleigh McEnany, I don't know, really prevented the laptop story from getting out. It was that here's one story from New York Post, one thing, one button that if you push that button, there's a direct action that we can correlate to. That's the big motherfucking issue, right?
To the higher ups, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you do this thing, you get kicked off the fucking platform. And that's the issue. So anyway, pretty much Jack Dorsey had no idea what the fuck was going on. It was kind of a nothing burger. We knew this shit had happened. We're going to figure it out. And ultimately, it ended with me joining Truth Social under the handle only good lib is liberty. And look, I did that on purpose. Here's my account. I have I've done one truth, two truths. My first truth is ain't no one ever freer than me. And then I truthed again a large lady in an American flag bikini.
She's looking buxom. Yeah.
Don't be jelly.
Look at more stars than usual.
Is your that's a lot of stars. She's got a lot of area to cover. Is that a Waffle House menu as your header image?
That's right, Will. I know that you noticed that. I appreciate
Very
that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nothing more American, guys. But the reason I did that, let me get this off the screen. The reason the reason I finally joined Truth Social is because I wanted to see the truth that Donald Trump truthed, and he truthed hard. Donald Trump truthed the following truth. So with the revelation of massive widespread fraud and deception in working closely with big tech companies, the DNC and the Democratic Party, do you throw the presidential election results of 2020 out and declare the rightful winner? Or do you have a new election? A massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the, get this, guys, the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. Our great founders did not want and would not condone.
Look, okay, this is
and fraudulent.
This
is the flailings of a dying man. He's not even
a weird move.
He's a fucking idiot. He's not even. He's doing this because he needs to make a splash. He's not even at 40% in the Republican Party, which is a relatively small portion of the United States, and he needs to do something. Otherwise, he's toast. And so,
listen, don't count Donald out yet. I agree that this is. I agree that this is pathetic.
He's a fucking idiot.
Going back to
cancel the Constitution. He's done.
It's not even pathetic. Moron. It's just really. It's just like a.
Don't count him out.
Our world is a real
idiot. If you support a guy, this is like people defending Kanye when Don Trump comes out and says cancel the Constitution. It's just like you're so far beyond the pale of anything
insulting
that's
to his
rational.
base is what it is.
No, really. It's not. That's the thing, Wes. That's the thing is you think that it's insulting to his base, but this is the Rubik's Cube of the world that we live in that makes absolutely no sense.
It should be insulting to his base, but it
should be, but it's not, right? In the same way that a lot of people said Kanye essentially he forced the true hardline extremists. Essentially, Kanye said, your move, like either join me or, maybe you're not that hardcore.
Yes, this is a very similar thing. It's a weird line in the sand to draw. I want to totally rip up the Constitution because it was unfair to me. What about the fucking FBI Hillary's emails in 2016, motherfucker? Huh? How about those, dumbass? Like, should you throw away that election too?
Don't argue it, Will. It's not logical. Don't argue it. It's
just fucking stupid. And anybody that's eating this shit up at this point, it's pathetic. Like, fucking move on.
Okay, well, what?
I need to move on.
Okay, so the reason I joined Truth Social specifically, because I could have gotten that without joining, but I joined to see what the responses were, because I figured, as you guys alluded to, maybe this would offend his base. And guys, it did not. Truth Social is just memes, by the way. It's all memes. This is the response. No one's being like, wait a minute, what? The Constitution? I didn't know these older cats on Truth Social were so good at memeing. They're graphically focused people. There's just no text.
Pat, Truth Social is the Mastodon for Republicans.
Ain't that
Mastodon
the truth,
is the Democrat version of Truth Social, and they both are just stupid boomer memes that support Biden and Trump, and or like Mastodon is Biden's realm, Truth Social is Trump's realm. They both suck and aren't going to do anything to Twitter. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
We live in a clown era.
Remember how you felt when we were all together and hating on the election? That was awesome. Let's go back to that.
That was awesome.
Let's go back to that. Yeah.
It's not so much the politics. It's not the politics. It's the excitement and the camaraderie.
I loved hating on that election.
Oh, man. I just don't feel accepted a lot of times. Guys, life is stressful. The holidays are stressful. Like get a cold sore stressful. Like get sick stressful. Thinking about cracking up stressful. But you don't need to, because we got Next Evo, y'all. Check this out. I want you to take a look at here. This is premium CBD, and it's sleep CBD, and it's CBD that I take every night before I go to bed, and I wake up without a hangover.
Me too, Pat.
What is it like for you? Because I want to hear the actual truth. Is it the same as me? Like I take it 35 minutes before bed.
Yeah.
I have a glass of water.
You know exactly what you're going to get. I know that when I want to go to bed, I got to do is take one of these. It's going to chill me out a little bit, and it's going to put me right to sleep at exactly the same point in time every single night. It's perfect.
It's amazing. It's like NyQuil, but not addictive, and
it
doesn't
feel
give you a
shit
hangover
in the morning.
Yeah,
very reliable.
It's natural.
And
it's organic.
The daytime one for me, that's what I like even more. It's also the most reliable and consistent experience of a daytime CBD gummy I've ever had. So it's Next Evo is the best across the board.
Yeah. Recently, Kate got super flustered and frustrated about something. Not important what it was, but she was like, I need something. And I was like, you want a shot of whiskey? She's like, no. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give you Next Evo. And she was like, I don't mess with that CBD stuff. I don't think it works. And then like 15, 20 minutes later, she's like, whoa, I feel way better. And I'm not high because it's not THC, it's CBD, it's complex gummies.
It's the best.
You're going to love it. How do you get in on it? It's pretty easy, guys. All you got to do is go over to Next Evo Naturals. It's nextevo.com/podcast. Use that promo code Hard Factor. That's one word. So get Smarter CBD from Next Evo Naturals. Get up to 25% off for subscription orders, $40 or more, which you're going to want to do. nextevo.com/podcast. And you use the promo code Hard Factor. It's one word. That's nextevo.com/podcast. Promo code Hard Factor. Trust me, you'll be happy you did.
That's right. Let's talk about another great product. Omaha Steaks. Incredible. You know what else is incredible? Is giving that as a gift for the holidays. You will be incredible in everyone's eyes because they're going to be like, wow, that Will, that Pat, that Wes really knows how to gift. Can you believe it?
So tasty too. It's always good.
No, it's fantastic. Like I said, the burgers are just, I mean, some of the best burgers I've ever had. No reason to go out anymore. Just order these, and they're juicy, huge, fill the bun burgers, delicious. Bacon wrapped fillets, hot dogs, little dessert stuff.
It's also not consistent. Yeah.
Not little dessert stuff. The apple tartlet, bro.
The apple tartlet. That's what I'm talking.
Those are
about.
delicious.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I haven't broken into those yet. I've been saving those for.
Send them to me.
They're great.
No, I'm not going to send them to you. They're in my freezer. I'm going to get them. But anyway,
you don't want them.
Omaha Steaks takes the guesswork out of gifting and makes you a holiday hero. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites, guaranteed to impress. Like I said, the filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers. Very easy to prepare, ready in a flash. Omaha Steaks is ready to ship your order right away. So shop early and beat the shipping rush. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout. Go to omahasteaks.com and take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, use code HARDFACTOR at checkout and get additional $30 off your order. So, it's a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing that you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com, 50% off site-wide. Plus, use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout to get an extra $30 off your order. A minimum order may be required. All right, guys, I don't know. Have you guys watched the Netflix series Inside Man yet?
No.
It's the adaptation of the movie Inside Man.
I guess so.
I've seen the movie Inside Man.
Clive Owen. It's a Spike Lee joint, right?
So it's about a guy who is a criminologist that's in prison and helps people solve crimes.
No.
That's what this Inside Man is. It's amazing. Great ending, unlike The Watcher. Might I add that Stanley Tucci, who plays the main character, and David Tennant and Dolly Wells are all revelations. It's a tour de force, quite frankly.
Well, Tucci's a great actor.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with the Tooch man.
Yeah, he's good.
You guys ever see Big Night?
No.
Oh, get out there and see Big Night. Early Tucci, classic Tucci.
Anyway, in the series, and I highly recommend the series, check it out. In the series, Stanley Tucci's character has a line where he says, everyone is a murderer. They just have to meet the right person. And, I think it's true.
That's a fucked up thought.
It is.
You ever have someone try to tell you that murder is actually way more natural than you think it is? Like big anthropology guys, like
history
It's primal, man. It's
history buff.
Hey man, we've been murdering since. Hey man, don't.
Like, I'm gonna Google when was murder outlawed, because it was legal for a long time.
Well, the Bible,
Well, but some of them were still allowed even back in those days.
Yeah.
No, anyway, there was never murder allowed.
Dude, in Rome, you could murder people, yes. At a federal level. The Crimes Act of 1790. So for those first couple of years, you could murder in the United States.
Damn. Yeah. Well, anyway, again, you just have to meet the right person. And one 72-year-old woman in Germany is a perfect example of that. So imagine this, guys. You're 72 years old trying to recover in your hospital room, but your roommate's oxygen machine is just so noisy, it prevents you from getting the rest that you need. Even though that person is hooked up to the oxygen machine, needs it to live. So after what I assume were multiple complaints from the woman about her neighbor's noisy life machine, and even after staff told the woman there was nothing they could do about the noise because the woman attached to it needed it or she would die, the 72-year-old woman said, "Fuck this. My sleep and rest is more important." And probably thought she was going to die anyway. So she turned it off. She turned off her neighbor's oxygen machine. Just flipped the switch off. The hospital staff was alerted. Came into the room. They're like, "No, that's bad. You cannot turn off her oxygen machine. She will die." And after an hour later, she did it again. And then her roommate needed to be resuscitated by hospital staff because she basically died because of this woman. Yeah.
At first I thought, man, this is like one of those things. Maybe you sleepwalking, like you hear an alarm clock. You just want to, get it off, go back to sleep. You don't even know that you murdered, but twice.
No.
Did she get
That's a cold geriatric bitch.
Yeah. She got charged. She's in jail. I don't know what the exact charges are, but I would have to think it's got to be close to attempted murder. I mean, she was informed that if you do A, that B, a death will happen, and she did A twice.
But this is like really the nurse's fault because every single person if you've ever been in an ER situation, ICU situation, we've all thought, what would happen if I switch that thing off? Like, it's like a weird long, and you don't want to kill someone, but we've all thought maybe I just switch that thing. What would happen? I asked
have some sensors that get.
They have sensors. Will they do? Death. They have sensors.
Well, what they should have done after the first time is move that crazy bitch to her own room.
Right. I mean, she's got this. You got to put her in jail, right? She's going to turn off somebody else's shit.
Listen, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and she was way too squeaky to be left in that room alone again after the first. She should have gotten her own suite after that. Honestly,
bitch breathing so loud. Listen to her breathing. It's like chewing, like hearing someone like misophonia.
Yeah.
So she's just sitting there thinking about murdering her.
I gotta stop that. I gotta stop it. Anyway, Germans are ruthless.
I get it.
Yeah. Let's move to Pennsylvania, University of Pitt, for a story that might make you think twice about donating your body to science. Okay.
Okay.
If you guys are thinking about donating your whole body to science when you die, as we know, 99% of donated.
This is definitely Wes. This is a story that you should use as one of your primary examples why you're not an organ donor.
Oh, well, the organ donating and donating your whole body, a little bit different, but these are full cadavers. I'm not doing either, by the way, but these are whole cadavers, people that died maybe of natural causes, and they said, I want to donate my body to science. So the bodies are intact.
The whole cadaver. Wow.
Yeah, they're intact.
It was in remember Fast Times at Ridgemont High? They're like literally human. They're like going into a cadaver. What high school did that? No high schools do that.
We did sharks. We did sharks.
Yeah. Like maybe a pig, like a fetal pig you could do at high school level, but no cadavers. That's insane.
I was Muslim that day.
Oh yeah.
Islam, man.
But the medical students use these cadavers for research. It's a vital learning tool to prepare them for doctors.
Yeah. But go.
However, they are still naked bodies. They complete with penises, breasts, vaginas, butts. And two 19-year-old University of Pitt students, Amay Gupta and Sonal Jimenez, just couldn't resist the comedy potential or sexual potential staring at them in their faces during one of their anatomy classes. And now they are charged with abuse of a corpse and probably getting expelled from school. And here is the news clip.
One but two Pitt undergrads are charged, each with abusing a different course during anatomy lab class here on the Oakland campus. As students learned of the allegations, they were shocked.
I think that is actually a very disgusting thing to happen, and it is extremely disrespectful coming from two students. And I know that Pitt is very prideful in the respect that comes from their students. And to hear that is
get
actually
this girl off the news.
Extremely shocking to me.
Both incidents allegedly happened November 4th in the anatomy lab at Victoria Hall at Pitt School of Nursing. Witnesses told police student Sonal Jimenez manually sexually assaulted a female cadaver while smirking and making comments. Two different witnesses told police that student Amay Gupta made mocking sexual comments about a male cadaver while having his hand inside the body's chest.
Wow, that guy's freaky as fuck. What was he getting down on? I get the first one, but what was the second one?
Dude, they're both disgusting. I think the first one's like probably I mean, he's finger blasting a corpse in class in front of everybody. That's so raunchy.
I think they're using them like sock puppets. Like Gupta was like, "Hey, Sunil, what should we do for lunch after anatomy class?" And then him and his were like, "I don't know, May. I think maybe we go down to Hooters for some chicken wings." And then Gupta was like, "Okay, great. Mind if we stop at Dick's first? I have to pick up some stuff for my hiking trip." And then Jimenez was like, "Oh, that's right. I forgot you were going to Lake Titicaca. I need to pick up stuff for my trip too." And Gupta was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot you were going to China. Are you going to visit Long Dong?" As he pulled the penis to the point it almost came off.
Almost all the classics.
Yeah, I almost got them all. Long Dong's a real place.
No.
But imagine how disappointed Gupta's parents are. First, obviously, they wanted their son or daughter to become a doctor. And now he's assaulting cadavers in his nursing school.
Also, I guarantee you, Wes, if that was the routine, it wasn't going over to like a unanimous laughter.
No, it went about as well as it went here.
Right, exactly. Like there's gonna like every chicken class, as soon as the other guy starts finger blasting the female cadaver, is just immediately like pulling out their phone to record or throwing up or
no. Students
it wasn't for the ladies though, guys. It wasn't for. It might have just been for the two of them. It might have just.
It was for the two.
But they're in lab, like they're in lab, like fucking with the cadavers, like in
a
front
sick
of the
buddy
other
film.
students. Yeah.
Check it out. I'm so glad I met you.
Yeah.
Because the only way they got reported is because they got reported by the rest of the class. That's why they said they were shocked to find out. So the rest of the class was grossed out by what they were doing and went to the professor afterwards and was like, "Holy shit, you didn't see what they were doing. They're fucking like they were sexually fucking with the corpses."
Oh, they were so grossed out that they are providing trauma counseling for the other students because these I assume dudes just
sick puppies.
Sick. Yeah.
Sick puppies.
They're going to get kicked out.
They should sit these guys down with Grady Judd is what they should do.
They're going to get charged
ship
with
them down to Polk County.
With a crime too, yeah.
It's a tense situation. They're bringing a little levity to it.
Amaze parents are not happy.
You can't do that with the dead person's penis and vagina. I'm sorry.
No, you can't.
You can't.
So that's that. One more quick update on the Idaho murders. Apparently 1/3 of all students in the dorms did not return to school after Thanksgiving break. And the town is just gripped with fear. They've got people calling the police, parents calling police to walk their daughters to their cars after work. They've got, they're inundated with just insane amounts of calls. They're walking back the targeted claims now that one of them was claimed. They don't know if it was actually targeted. And now...
Is the militia there yet?
I don't know. I mean, the town is the worst place to be in America right now.
The militia's coming.
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah,
we're here, ladies. Don't worry.
The Guardians.
It's militia law, not martial law.
Yeah,
militia law in this town.
But now the parents of Kaylee Gonzalez, Steve Gonzalez, and his wife, they've been very outspoken. Many are saying that Steve has been just way too in the media, but listen, he lost his daughter. He wants fucking answers. He may be losing his mind a little bit. Wouldn't you? I certainly would. But they've given a couple weird interviews, but now he's saying that the two, his daughter and her friend, I guess Madison, I think is her name, were stabbed in different ways. So the wounds don't match up. So they think, I don't know if that means maybe there's more than one person, but he said that the means of death do not match. And here's the interview between him and his wife.
Damn.
Joining me now on set, the parents of Kaylee Gonzalez, Christy and Steve Gonzalez. Thank y'all so much for being with me. You guys have been so transparent and strong for the public. Christy, you called the person that did this the boogeyman.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
What do you mean by boogeyman?
It's literally like what nightmares are made of. Like when you're a little kid and you think of the boogeyman, that's just how I feel. Like that's just the horrific details of everything. Them just having a good time, going home and going to bed, and this happening to them.
Your best friend crawling into bed.
Just crawling in bed.
Every girl in America knows what that's like.
The boogeyman doesn't, meet you at McDonald's. I mean, the boogeyman comes and snatches you out of your bedroom.
Steve, we've been talking. I've been talking to folks in the community. You said something that stuck with me. You said, until this person is caught, you can't sleep in your bed.
No, I can't just lay in my bed and do nothing. That's not the way I raised my family. That's not the way I raised my girls and my son. You don't be a victim. You stand up for yourself and you do everything in your power to make sure people hear you. And they're gonna hear Kaylee. They're gonna hear Maddie. They're gonna hear these.
The other two as well.
Yes. I'm careful saying anything about them because I need to be careful because I can't speak on somebody else's child. But these two girls, I'm not trying to be a glory hound, but these two girls, I'm going to do what I can do. And we're not being victims. We're going to fight. We're going to figure out how to make sure that we hold everybody, accountable, and we keep eyes and attention on this and get this thing resolved. Their points of damage don't match. I'm just going to say it. It wasn't leaked to me. I earned that. I paid for that funeral. I paid for that. It's my right. You ain't taking that from me.
Calm down.
If you don't want to say nothing, that's your bet. But don't say I'm leaking anything. I paid that bill. Sent my daughter to college to get an education. She came back in the box, and I can speak on that.
Sorry, I thought I edited that down.
So what he's getting at is...
Goncalves, I guess is the last name, not Gonzalez.
Gonsalves, yeah.
Investigators will keep certain things from the public specifically so that they can identify the actual killer and they can trap, if they find a killer, into a confession. But, hey, grieving father, that's horrible, man. Yeah. But I'm sure I'm sure what the investigators are saying, like, hey, don't put that out there because we need that piece of information held back.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just updating every single little bit about this fucking thing because it's insane.
It's really weird.
That's that.
All right.
They find
I hope they catch that fucking guy. I mean, or
they will.
Whoever.
That town is really, in sad shape right now. It's really bad.
It's a horrible story. All right. Let's move on, guys, to the morons and heroes. Close this one out. And the best part, as we talked about at the top, of being an idiot is that every day is a chance to do better. And maybe one day you'll accidentally become a hero of some sort. And Wes, like you said, like a lot of times, being a hero kind of relies on your stupidity to begin with. So I fully include myself in this boat. I think all the Hard Factor hosts probably in the morons that could potentially one day be heroes boat. But here's a bunch of recent morons in the news, followed up with the also pretty dumb hero they should have all tried to be more like. First up, list of morons, one that will never try to be like, but he is a moron. It begins with Vlad Putin this week as he allegedly fell down a flight of stairs and shit himself last Wednesday night inside his own home in Russia. And
how did it get out if he shit himself in his own house? If you shit yourself in your own house, you should be able to control that leak.
Yeah. Apparently there are spies inside the home. He's got a lot of like Secret Service and whatnot who take care of him. And now all of a sudden the Kremlin says that Vlad is open to negotiating an end to the invasion of Ukraine, which maybe he didn't need to start that either. But because after shitting himself. Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. Talk about the turn of the tables there. And speaking of Ukraine, the Pentagon, you remember them, right? The people that run the U.S. military?
5 sides.
Yeah, the big building. Mm-hmm. Big building. The DOD there. Speaking of Ukraine, the Pentagon claims that it lost, well, it can't account for, $2.2 trillion in assets. And this is one of their newest, the latest of 5 failed audits in a row now.
I got an idea where they lost it.
Say trillion?
Yeah, speaking of Ukraine, right? Well-funded morons over at the Pentagon.
Maybe a little country that starts with an A, ends with Afghanistan.
Yeah, lots of proxy wars they like to fund over there at the Pentagon, but they don't know where it went. 2.2 trillion. They have no idea out of the 3.8 or whatever that they're responsible for right now.
Do you guys remember that American
5th failed audit in a row? They don't. They just they know where it is. They just don't tell you where it is. I'm sure.
Oh, okay. I was going to say we should become government contractors.
Right. It's with them somewhere. It's with the shady government contractors. They paid for something that they don't want to disclose what it is.
How many McDonald's cheeseburgers is that for every man in America? I want to know.
2.2 trillion? Oh, shitload, bro. We could probably all get it like 5.
A lot.
I'll do the math.
Well, inflation's bad.
Let me do the math.
Thank you, Pat. While Pat does this, I'll round out the list of other morons. Florida backup quarterback and pedo porn producer Jalen Kitna has finally been kicked off the University of Florida Gators football team due to distributing child porn that he allegedly made himself and his father, John Kitna of the NFL, must be pretty disappointed.
John Kitna, he's like, no one wants this porn. Why are you distributing it to us? Why are you distributing to us?
He engaged in the acts and filmed himself, is what you're saying?
That's what the allegations
got a lot
are.
worse then.
Was it him banging a 17-year-old? You got to clarify that. It's a very different situation if it's like, illegal and not cool, or like
also a moron either way, Pat.
Head.
Also a moron either way.
I agree. Yes.
He got kicked off the football team as a quarterback for being a kiddie porno guy. And speaking of pedos, Balenciaga has finally made the director of their S&M teddy bear photo shoot, and that guy goes by one name only, Demna. They finally made him apologize for sexualizing kids because they're the only celebrity still defending Balenciaga is Kanye West. So,
oh man, yeah, lucky. You think he felt, I don't know, indemnified, but I guess not. I guess it came back on Demna.
Yeah, good point, Pat. He certainly,
because his name is Demna, and indemnification is protection.
He certainly feels very protected because it took him well over 2 weeks to apologize for the ridiculous photo shoot he did. And there was this guy who fell off a cruise ship last week, and you guys have to hear what he told ABC News yourselves.
Thanksgiving to remember. We were just hanging out, having a good time, watching some live music. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Did you have a few drinks?
I had during the day, and I'd actually did like an air guitar solo, and there was a competition they were doing, and I'd won it, so I'd won a free drink. So I had that.
Who's that one? That's the air guitar.
You weren't like inebriated, had like a ton of drinks.
No, ma'am. No.
How many drinks do you think you'd had?
I couldn't really say.
Around 11 p.m. that first night on board, James Michael told his sister he was going to the bathroom. What happened next is still unclear.
Do you remember leaving and going to find the bathroom?
No, ma'am.
Do you remember falling off the boat?
No.
Whoa,
that's a good blackout. He was picked up 20 hours later. Pretty heroic swim from the definitely idiotic and blacked out drunk man who won't admit that he was hammered.
Me? No.
So hammered he fell off a cruise ship.
Yeah.
I can't admit I was hammered. I'm about to sue those bastards for something. I don't know what it is yet.
I think Wes is right. He's trying to set up a lawsuit, but he was obviously fucked up.
You guys ready for the number?
Oh, yeah. Yes. How many burgers?
All right, so a cheeseburger at McDonald's currently goes for $2.79. Okay. There are 333 million people in the Estados Unidos, which means each person in the United States could get 3,258 cheeseburgers.
Oh, yes. Dude.
Fuck the Pentagon, huh?
Yeah, we got to DARPA's cool, but 32,000 cheeseburgers.
3,200 cheeseburgers.
Still, 32. That's a good amount of cheeseburgers.
Or everyone gets $9,000. Your call.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. It's a great option though. Okay, so cruise ship guy. He, in case that video got edited out for the YouTube viewers. He was just talking about how he can't say how many beers he had, but he definitely wasn't drunk.
That was a Carnival cruise, right?
Air guitar competition and fell off the cruise ship.
Has to be a Carnival cruise.
I mean, was he was like the Australian kid who was like, my sunglasses are famous, right? I mean, like, or was he not? Was he with it, or is he an idiot? Not an idiot. I mean, he's my hero. I mean, like, I love that guy to death.
He's the poster boy. He's the poster boy of I didn't drink.
No, he's not a troll.
No, I was sober.
Yeah, he's listening to his lawyer.
Yeah, he talked to a lawyer.
Yeah. Listen to the lawyer. I think Wes nailed it. Okay, and then finally, guys, one of the last morons of the week. The Georgia Dogs had a heroic performance in the SEC title game by dropping 50 on my LSU Tigers. But one dog fan was not so smart, as he complained to the local police that he wasn't on their most wanted list. And so they picked him up immediately for his 2 outstanding warrants as soon as he made the complaint on Facebook. So taking it to the internet, this is a reply to a post about Georgia's most wanted criminals. And Christopher Spalding says, "How about me?" And then the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office replies to him, "Christopher Spalding, you are correct. You have 2 warrants. We are on the way." And guys, I want you to look and see at Christopher Spalding's Facebook app profile pic. What is he wearing in that? Can you tell?
It looks like he's wearing a ski headband, maybe.
Yeah, like a beanie type deal.
I can't really tell. He could be wearing a fake wig. I don't know. I can't tell.
Like maybe like a beanie type deal. Maybe like a little type of red shirt there at the bottom. See that a little bit? A little red.
I see the red. Yeah, the red.
Little red hoodie action. Well, let's take it to the internet again. Rockdale Sheriff's Office posted this on their Facebook page, and they thanked him for letting them know, that he needed to be on the most wanted list. And they picked him up that same night. He was wearing the Georgia Dogs hoodie and Georgia Dogs beanie from his Facebook profile pic.
Oh, he was just lonely.
Same outfit, huh?
Go Dogs.
He was
Superior.
Yeah,
he's wearing his profile pic outfit. That's awesome.
Space coat.
When they picked him up. And it's not just in America, guys. It's in Canada, too. Some morons let out about 20 emus in the town of Tabor, Alberta last week. And check out the cops trying to round these things up. And it's an interesting method. Here it is.
Oh, my gosh. This is the first time I've ever seen this.
Holy shit.
Is that an emu?
Yeah, it's emu running down the street. Police officer grabbing it by the neck, trying to grab it by the neck. So I'm going to mute it and play it again so you guys can see. So there's an emu running down the street in this Canadian town, and the officers are trying to grab the emus by the neck. It's like the queen in Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, like
how did that emu get to Canada though, man? That's what I want to know.
They eat them.
I know it didn't fly there. I'll tell you that much, man.
Emu meat's probably very I don't know if it's legal in the United States, but it's good. It's supposed to be good meat.
Yeah, they have farms.
Find it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have farms for it. That's why it's up there.
Yeah.
But some Canadian moron let those 20 emus out, and the officers had to grab those things around the neck for like 7 hours to catch them all, the 20 of them. So it's just a moronic situation all around.
That's what you need a net gun for. That's perfect.
You're right.
That's first business. We need net guns.
You're dreaming, Wes. A net gun don't function like you think a net gun functions.
For an emu, you need a net gun. Your hand around the emu's neck. I'm gonna tell you, Pat. They took like 7 hours.
Guys, I'm not saying I don't want a fucking net gun. I'm just being realistic about how effective it is. That's all.
Okay. But don't worry, guys. As I said at the top, every day is a chance. Yeah. No, I mean, I think
I want a net gun.
I'd like to give it a shot, Pat.
Me too, but then you're going to be fucking running the net down, repacking it. It's like packing a parachute. It's going to take you fucking 25 minutes. You're going to talk about the net gun. Everyone's going to be let down because you're going to miss.
But it could be effective. One of our stupid ideas, Pat, will be heroic one day. And, as I said at the top of this segment, every day is a chance for one of us dummies to redeem ourselves and become an unlikely hero. So let's take it back down to Decatur, Georgia real quick to meet Casper the sheepdog. You see, Casper is a 20-month-old Great Pyrenees dog who literally lost his tail recently and a ton of other skin all over his body in surgery after defending his family's herd of sheep from 11 coyotes, killing 8 of them before going into hiding somewhere when he was injured. And then he came back home 2 days later, went into surgery, got the tail removed, got all the stuff stitched up. Wow. Way to go, Casper.
Someone suck that dog's dick, man.
Yeah. 8 coyotes dead.
Tired.
Yeah.
Not me, but someone should.
Pretty fucking cool though. So what happened was this pack of sheep where Casper lives, they were being attacked by like 2:30 a.m. by 11 coyotes, and Casper just like he's like tending the herd, and then he's like fuck it, like the owner comes out there and sees what's going on, and he's like fuck it, he just starts killing coyotes. Takes out 8 of them.
He had no other choice, man.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. And he was kind of dumb though, Pat, to go into hiding in the dirt while he's bleeding all over the place with open wounds like that, but such a good boy, such a hero. His dumb, heroic ass didn't know anything about infections. He did it for all of us. So now he's like top 3 sheepdog of all time, probably Casper.
That's sick, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's never a ghost. You guys want to see a net gun action?
Yes, please.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's watch how good it works.
Okay. What do you see?
What is that? A goat? That's a goat.
Was that a goat? Introduced a net launcher that's designed for professional capture from the ground. It looks like that was a helicopter. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see it again.
They're like going over a goat.
It's custom built to shoot from the ground or elevated stand. It's got a 30-yard target range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's really good.
Professional use only. But like they better show it sniping an animal moving.
Oh, it's just over the camera.
Really an emu.
I think it would.
It's the worst net gun video I've ever seen. First of all,
yeah, it was a bad net gun video.
Guess what, motherfucker? How many net gun manufacturers do you think there are? Okay,
I don't know. There's got to be a better one than that.
It's a 45-second net gun video, and there's one.
That's the best net gun in the world.
There's one animal getting net gunned.
Wait. We didn't see this the first time. Oh, actually, it was kind of
it worked.
Oh,
did it work? It cuts away.
No, it cuts away. He stumbles and falls to the ground and says, "I'm in a net."
He kind of netted that goat.
What kind of animal is that, man?
It looks like a big fucking polar bear, but I don't know.
That was a huge mountain goat.
And then it's just pictures of guys looking like they hunted. Like this thing doesn't work, dude. If it worked, there'd be a lot more fucking videos of people animals getting net gunned.
Well, I'd say let's not totally rule the net gun out until we explore it fully.
I bet those cops wish they had a couple net guns is all I'm saying.
Now I'm going to be fucking haunted by net gun advertisements for the next week.
100%.
And some kind of list.
Yeah. Google is vicious with those. And that's going to do it for Hard Factor on this fine Monday. Thank you, as always, for listening. Let's spin the wheel to see who's on the cup of coffee in the big time tomorrow.
You got it, Will? I got it.
Are you doing?
Net gun cost here.
I can pull it up. Right there.
All right.
Ready?
Pull that bad boy up, Wes.
From $149?
Not bad. We should get one to test it ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to get a net gun, bro.
Oh, wow. That was close. Will will bring you your cup of coffee in the big time tomorrow. Thank you for listening, as always. Today may be your day to be a hero like Casper, even if you're a dummy like me. You never know. It could happen anytime. So get out there, enjoy yourself, live your life, and have a great fucking Monday.
See you later, yeah! Yeah, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay, now get out of here
That's a little rough, Randy.